What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so before I get into this video, shout out to the brother Veterans Gaming Podcast for the donation to the channel via the PayPal. Salute to you for showing love to the channel, and he had an excellent boxing question that he wanted me to answer. Let me say this again. This is just an opinion. This isn't factual. It's just an opinion. It's just fun. You know, for some reason, there's some people that think I'm a know-it-all, think that, like, as if, I don't know, it's just like sometimes some people want to find negativity in any and everything. It's just fun. It's just conjecture. Okay? And I think these types of videos, they help with your analytical skills. These types of, trying to look at every little detail. But anyway, he wanted me to give my answer on who I think would win at 147 between Oscar De La Hoya and Sugar Ray Leonard. Okay, now Oscar De La Hoya, one of the great fighters of his generation. I would say Oscar is probably maybe a top, you can make an argument he's top 25 all time, maybe. Is that too much? Top 25, top 30 all time. Sugar Ray Leonard, I would say, is possibly a top 15 to 20 all time fighter. Oscar De La Hoya, for his career, went, I believe he went 39-6. 39-6 in his career with 30 knockouts. And he won Olympic gold in Barcelona back in 1992. Sugar Ray Leonard was 36-3 with one draw, with 25 KOs in his career. And he won Olympic gold, I believe it was in Montreal back in 1976, the Golden Boy. Oscar De La Hoya came into boxing at a time when, if you look at the 90s, that was a time when the heavyweight division, I would say, was dominating boxing, and which is kind of unusual because prior to that, although the heavyweight division had been significant, the lower weight classes had some great stars. So Oscar came along and helped to reinvigorate the lower classes of boxing. And I would say you can make an argument that he was in his prime mid 90s to early 2000s, I'd say. And I would say he started breaking down after maybe 2005, 2006, maybe. Sugar Ray Leonard's career was spectacular, but it could have been even greater. One of the problems that he had was staying healthy. He retired early because of an issue with his retina in the early 90s, I believe it was, although he would sporadically come out of retirement. Sometimes he also lacked the passion for boxing that sustained that passion that others had. But he was, at his apex, the best fighter in the game with some impressive victories over all-time greats, right? Man, so who would win? Well, I would have to go with Sugar Ray Leonard. Both of them are very highly intelligent fighters. Both of them have great footwork. Both of them have great hand speed. Both of them have decent power. They're slick. They're great tacticians. The problem is, in every one of the areas in which I mentioned, Sugar Ray Leonard had an advantage in each one of them. As good as Oscar was, Sugar Ray Leonard was better in each and every one of these areas. I can't even say that Oscar was tougher. I can't even say that because Sugar Ray Leonard has displayed a lot of toughness in the ring. I mean, this is a guy that made one of the toughest fighters, one of the most feared punchers, Roberto Duran, quit in the ring at a time when Roberto Duran was seen as unbeatable. This is a guy, Roberto Duran, that reportedly wanted to unalive somebody in the ring. It made him quit, and rather embarrassingly so. So I think that if they fought each other, I would think that Oscar, don't get me wrong, I think Oscar would score. I don't think it'd be a one-sided, brutal slugfest, but I think that Sugar Ray Leonard, I tell you what it would be like. It would be like a less powerful version of what we just saw with Canelo and Bud Crawford to an extent. With Bud beating Canelo to the punch, I think that's what would happen if these two fought each other. I think that Ray would just beat Oscar De La Hoya to the punch. But we would be more impressed with his hand speed and elusiveness. There'll be times, I think, when Oscar would get him, I think if Oscar's able to pressure him and get him on the ropes, he might could score. But if this is Sugar Ray Leonard in his absolute prime, I don't think Oscar stands much of a chance. I would give it unanimous decision. Unanimous decision. Sugar Ray Leonard. I don't know, man. Maybe 9 rounds to 3 or something. Minimum 8 rounds to 4. I don't think it would be that close. Remember, many people thought Oscar De La Hoya lost to a slightly past his prime Pernell Whitaker. So, I know each fight is different, but when you look at that and you look at Oscar being in the ring, I mean, I don't think he beats. If you put the 1982 version or 1983 version of Sugar Ray Leonard in the ring with the 1997 version of Oscar, plus Sugar was but Sugar was, I'll say much better. He was a better decision maker in the ring. Sometimes Oscar could make some tactical mistakes, like he did against Trinidad. When I can't see Oscar, I can't see Sugar Ray Leonard making the same faux pas that Oscar did against Trinidad, where he just, okay, I think I got enough rounds. I'm going to bank him. I'm going to just, no, he's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. So, yeah, that's what I think. I think that Sugar Ray Leonard would easily beat Oscar De La Hoya if they were both in their primes at 147. That's all I got to say about it. What you guys think?